Have you ever felt a quiet pain that no one else could see? A hollow ache deep inside, like your soul was crying out for something, but you couldn't find the words? Maybe it felt like fear, or guilt, or some invisible weight pressing on your chest for years, and yet every time you tried to explain it, it disappeared like smoke, leaving you with the same question. What's wrong with me? But what if I told you? Nothing is wrong with you. You're not broken. You're not cursed. You're not weak. What you're feeling is not yours alone. It's something deeper, something ancient, a memory not from your mind, but from your soul. A Hawaiian healer once said, "We are living inside of memories that don't even belong to us. Memories passed down from our ancestors, encoded in silence, stored in your subconscious like invisible programs. And the pain you feel might be your soul's way of asking, will you finally clean this?" In this video, I'm going to share something sacred, something revealed by a woman who was considered a living treasure in her homeland, a healer, a guardian of spiritual truth. Her name was Morrnah Simeona, and before she passed, she gave the world 4 ancient prayers, 4 sequences that can heal your energy, free your spirit, and guide you back home, to yourself. This isn't religion, it's not superstition, it's a return to who you really are, and once you hear these prayers, you'll never look at healing the same way again. The first prayer Morrnah taught wasn't just words, it was a portal. I am the I is not a declaration of ego, it's a remembering, a reconnection with the part of you that never forgot the truth. Before the pain, before the story, before the fear, you were light, you were stillness, you were pure being. This prayer reminds you, you are not your wounds, you are not your past, you are not what happened to you, you are the breath, you are the presence, you are the essence before form. These words were given to call you back to that place, the center of you, the source behind your name. I am the I come forth from the void into light. I am the breath that nurtures life. I am the emptiness, the silence beyond all consciousness. The I, the identity, the all. I draw my bow of the rainbow across the waters. The continuum of minds with matter. I am the incoming and outgoing of breath. The invisible, untouchable breeze, the undefinable atom of creation. I am the I. Repeat these words slowly. Feel them. Let each line land in your body. This prayer is not a chant, it's a truth. Say it when you feel lost. Say it before you begin your day. Say it before difficult conversations, before prayer, before making a choice. This prayer opens the door to healing because it realigns you with who you were before the memory, before the wound, before you thought something was wrong with you. It says, I remember now. I am not separate. I am the I. In Morrnah's practice, this prayer was always the beginning. Before any cleansing, before any transformation, you must return home. Home to the place where you and the divine are one. When you say these words, don't rush. There's no need to understand it all. Just speak. Let the words touch the silence inside you. Because healing begins not with the mind, but with remembrance. And this prayer brings you back to who you've always been. There are moments in life when suffering appears without warning. A relationship falls apart. A chronic pain returns. A door closes, and you don't understand why. You ask yourself, why me? What did I do wrong? Why does this keep happening? But Morrnah Simeona taught something radical. She said, what you are experiencing right now might not have started with you. The pain, the patterns, the chaos, they may be echoes of something older, deeper, inherited. She called them memories. Memories that repeat over and over until they are finally seen, forgiven, and released. Memories passed down from ancestors, from lives you don't consciously remember, from moments of collective trauma, quietly stored in your subconscious mind. And this is where the second prayer comes in. It is called the original prayer, not because it is the first, but because it reaches back to the origin of pain, back to the root of the memory. It is a sacred act of forgiveness, but not forgiveness as we often imagine it. This is not about excusing wrongdoings. It is about recognizing that the root of most pain lies in unconscious patterns, and that when we take responsibility, we also take back our power to cleanse. Morrnah said that we do not need to know the full story to heal it. We only need to be willing to let it go. And so we speak, Divine Creator, Father, Mother, Child as one. If I, my family, relatives, or ancestors have offended you, your family, relatives, or ancestors, In thoughts, words, deeds, or actions, from the beginning of our creation to the present, we ask your forgiveness. Let this prayer cleanse, purify, release, and cut all the negative memories, blocks, energies, and vibrations. Transmute these unwanted energies to pure light. And it is done. This prayer is a circle. It acknowledges the connection between all beings across all time. It does not blame. It does not shame. It asks for light where there was darkness, and peace where there was pain. You can speak this prayer for yourself. You can speak it for others. You can speak it for your children, your parents, your partners, even your enemies. You don't need their permission. You don't need their awareness, because the cleansing happens within you, and when you shift, the world around you shifts too. If you are carrying pain that does not make sense, repeat this prayer. If you feel caught in a cycle that won't stop, repeat this prayer. If you've done everything you can and nothing changes, repeat this prayer. It is not about fixing what is broken. It is about releasing what no longer serves. It is about becoming a vessel for light to enter where shadows have lived for too long. Some people ask, how do I know if it's working? And the answer is, you will feel lighter. Not always instantly, not always dramatically, but steadily, quietly. The anger will lessen, the fear will soften, the tension in your chest will loosen. Something deep within will say, you're free. Morrnah taught that we are all connected by invisible threads. And when you pull on the thread of healing, you're not only healing yourself, you're healing generations. This is not just a prayer. It is a release. It is a return. You may cry. You may feel stillness. You may feel nothing at all. But the process has begun. You're not asking for forgiveness out of guilt. You're asking from the awareness that we all carry burdens we don't fully understand, and that love is what dissolves them. Repeat this prayer often, when your heart is heavy, when your thoughts are dark, when you're about to sleep or just waking up, when you look at someone and feel pain, when your body speaks in illness or fatigue. There is no wrong time to forgive, and no wrong way to return to the light. You may not know what memory is being cleansed, but you don't need to. The divine knows, your soul knows, and the words will carry you back to wholeness. Divine Creator, Father, Mother, Child as one. Let this prayer cleanse. Let it purify. Let it release and cut. Let it turn pain into light, and may it be done. You don't need to understand it all. You only need to begin, because sometimes healing isn't loud. Sometimes it's just the quiet decision to finally let go. There are moments when words don't help, when advice falls flat, when logic can't reach the place where the pain lives. You've already tried thinking your way out. You've analyzed, you've blamed, you've tried to forget, but nothing works, because the wound is not in your mind. It's in your energy, in your memory field, in your soul. Morrnah Simeona understood that some wounds require a different medicine, not pills, not explanations, not control, but purification, a return to innocence, a release of what the body holds, what the heart fears, and what the mind keeps replaying. This is the role of the third sacred prayer, the prayer for purification. It is the deepest form of energetic cleaning Morrnah ever shared. She called it the most powerful tool of her healing practice. She said this prayer could reach every level of pain, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Even when you have no idea where the pain comes from, this prayer doesn't just ask, it commands. It speaks directly to your superconscious, to the all-knowing part of you, and invites the divine light to enter the places that even you have forgotten. It begins not with asking for help, but with choice. Your willingness to clean is what opens the door. Spirit, superconscious, please locate the origin of my thoughts, feelings, and memories that are now holding me back, that I am ready to cleanse. Take every memory to its root, to its very beginning. Analyze it, heal it, transmute it into pure light. Heal every layer of my being, across all time, dimensions, lives, and generations. Release me from guilt, pain, fear, shame, and all patterns of repetition. Release everyone involved. I ask forgiveness for all mistaken perceptions, and I forgive all others who contributed to these memories. Let me now be present, fully alive, fully clear, filled with divine light and peace, and it is done. Morrnah would often tell her students to repeat this prayer 4 times. Not once, not casually, but 4 sacred rounds, spoken slowly with intention and, if possible, with voice. because sound carries vibration, and the spoken word amplifies the cleaning. But even if you can't speak, even if you're in a silent space, repeat it within. What matters most is your presence, your willingness to be honest about what hurts, and your openness to release it. When should you use this prayer? Whenever you feel emotionally overwhelmed, whenever your body feels tight or heavy, whenever a thought loops endlessly, whenever grief, shame, or regret rise up. Use it when your heart is closed. Use it when you're afraid to let go. Use it when you don't know what else to do. This prayer will reach where the mind cannot. It will clean the invisible energies you cannot see, but that shape everything you do. And something else Morrnah shared. She said, don't just use this prayer for one issue. Use it for everything, for anxiety, for pain in your back, for the argument you had last year, for the feeling of never being good enough, for the guilt that lingers from something long past. All of it can be purified, but only if you're willing to let go of being right, only if you choose to stop blaming, only if you take responsibility for cleaning what shows up in your field, even if it came from somewhere else. And here's the miracle. When you clean inside yourself, life outside you responds. People soften, doors open, peace returns, not because you forced it, but because you allowed the divine to move through you. This is not about control, it's about trust, it's about humility, it's about remembering that you are not alone in the process of healing. You are supported, you are guided, you are infinitely loved. Morrnah often reminded her students, you don't need to know how it works, you just need to do the cleaning. And she was right. The energy begins to shift when you decide, I no longer want to carry this, I no longer need to understand it all. I am willing to release it now. And so you speak, Spirit, Superconscious, please locate the root. Clean it, heal it, transmute it. Free me, free them. Let the light return, and let it be done. Say it as a whisper, say it as a cry, say it as a prayer of surrender. Because you are not trying to fix yourself, you are allowing what is divine to rise within you again. And when you do that, the body relaxes, the breath deepens, the soul smiles, because it remembers. Purity is your natural state, not something you need to achieve, something you return to. This is the power of the prayer for purification, not to change who you are, but to wash away everything you're not, so that what remains is truth, peace, and light. Every healing needs a closing. Every release needs a blessing. Every journey back to the soul deserves to end in peace. That's what the fourth prayer is for. It is called Peace of I, simple, soft, sacred. This prayer is not about asking for anything. It's not about cleansing or forgiving. It's about resting. It's the final breath after a long journey. The return to stillness. The gentle reminder that after all the pain, all the work, all the letting go, you are safe now. Morrnah Simeona said that if you could only say one prayer each day, let it be this one, because it holds within it the vibration of divine presence, a peace that does not come from the outside world, but from the eternal part of you that was never harmed, the part that never judged, never feared, never forgot the truth. This is how the prayer goes. Peace be with you, all of my peace, the peace that is I, the peace that is I am, the peace for now and forever. My peace I give to you, my peace I leave with you. Not the world's peace, but only my peace, the peace of I. These words are not just lines, they are a transmission. Each phrase is like a wave moving through your body, dissolving resistance, inviting softness. Say this prayer before bed. Say it after an emotional moment. Say it when you feel overwhelmed, or when the world feels too loud. Speak it slowly. Let it wash over you like warm water. Let it fill the empty spaces. This prayer doesn't fix, it soothes. It doesn't push, it welcomes. It doesn't ask, it reminds. Peace is not a place you get to. Peace is who you are when everything else falls away. You don't have to deserve it. You don't have to earn it. You just have to be willing to receive it. And this prayer is the key. When you say the words, you're saying, I'm done fighting. I release the need to understand. I choose to be held now. I choose to feel the quiet. In a world that demands noise, this is your return to silence. In a life that demands performance, this is your return to presence. You can speak this prayer for yourself. You can speak it for someone you love. You can speak it for the world. Because peace does not begin with governments or systems or rules. Peace begins with one heart choosing to be still, and that heart is yours. So take a breath, place your hand over your chest, and say the words, not with force but with trust. Peace be with you, all of my peace. The peace that is I, the peace that is I am, the peace for now and forever. My peace I give to you, my peace I leave with you. Not the world's peace, but only my peace. The peace of I. You don't need anything more, because you've just returned to everything that matters, to peace, to presence, to who you've always been. Now that you've heard the prayers, now that your soul has recognized something ancient and true, you may be wondering, how do I bring this into my life? How do I not forget? Morrnah Simeona was clear. These prayers are not magic spells. They're not rituals to be memorized and repeated without heart. They are alive, and they only work when you show up for them with presence. So start here. Start small. Start sacred. Begin each day not with your phone, not with stress, not with the outside world, but with yourself. Before you even get out of bed, say, I am the I peace of I. These two prayers together open and bless your day. They center your spirit before the noise begins. They align you with the part of you that creates your experience. Then, as you move through your day, stay aware. When you feel triggered, when someone upsets you, when anxiety rises, when guilt whispers in your ear, when a familiar emotional pattern shows up again, pause, breathe, and choose the prayer that fits the moment. If you feel shame, heaviness, or don't understand why you're feeling what you're feeling, use the original prayer. If you feel a deep emotional disturbance, pain, or a looping thought, use the prayer for purification, repeating it 4 times with intention. And when the day is done, when your eyes are heavy and the world begins to fade, speak the final blessing. Peace of I, let it be the last thing you say before sleep. Let it cradle your nervous system. Let it wash the day away. You can also use the prayers in combination. Morrnah herself often taught sequences like, I am the I prayer for purification. Peace of I, repeat this cycle 4 times. It takes less than 10 minutes, but what it unlocks inside you cannot be measured. You may feel warmth in your body. You may feel nothing at all. It doesn't matter. The cleaning is happening even if your conscious mind doesn't notice. Because you are not just working on what you know, you're cleaning what is hidden. And that's where most of our pain lives. So trust the process. Don't wait to feel perfect before you begin. Don't try to get it all right. There is no wrong way to clean, only the willingness to take responsibility for what shows up in your reality. That's the entire teaching. 100% responsibility. Not guilt, not blame, not self-punishment. Responsibility means I am willing to release what no longer serves, even if I didn't create it consciously, even if I don't fully understand it. I choose to clean. And from that place, everything begins to shift. You'll feel lighter, more clear, more peaceful. And even when life throws chaos your way, you'll know where to return, to the prayers, to the breath, to the stillness within you. Because these words are not just Hawaiian phrases. They are sacred codes, energetic keys. They are the language of your soul remembering its power. Morrnah didn't leave us with rules. She left us with a way home, a path back to our essence, a daily invitation to reconnect with who we truly are. Not broken, not separate, not victims, but light, divine light, willing to remember. So now the question is, what will you do with this? You can leave this video, scroll to the next, forget what you felt, or you can make a choice, a simple one, but a sacred one. You can say, I choose to clean, I choose peace, I choose to begin now. No matter what has happened, no matter what you've done or what's been done to you, you are still worthy of peace, and peace begins inside. So place your hand over your heart, take a deep breath, and speak the words that Morrnah gave us. Words that heal generations, words that open doors, words that bring you back to yourself. You don't have to heal the world, just your own heart. And when you do, the world begins to change with you. This is the invitation. This is the practice. This is the way home. And if this message touched something inside you, comment below, I am the I choose peace. And if you'd like to experience the 4 sacred prayers repeated gently, with soothing music and loving silence, I've created a second video just for you. Click the link on the screen or in the description to receive it. Let it be your morning ritual, your evening release, your sanctuary, because you are not alone, and every time you say the words, someone else is saying them too, and together we are healing the world, one memory at a time.